Right, coming up on this edition, operating in the snow, I'm going to take on another challenge and how I've been tricked. I've been duped by some ninja misinformation. Can't believe it. I have been tricked. I've been totally fooled. So I was watching this TV show, and this is a while ago now, but they had a couple of hosts, a couple of martial artists who went to various countries and tried out different martial arts styles. And in one of these episodes, they go to Japan to seek out the ninja and do some training. So they visit various dojos, and during the course of this episode, they find a secret ninja camp. So they go off and they learn all of the stealthy skills, and they visit this obstacle course where they do lots of balancing and climbing, all of those skills that you would need if you were going to infiltrate an enemy compound. So they give this a go, and I'm thinking, man, one day I've got to go and find that camp. So that's exactly what I did. Got on a plane and flew to Japan. And of course, whilst I was there, I visited a museum. So I went to a Japanese castle. Got to experience what that looked like, and inside there was this fantastic museum, lots of old documents in there, and also this display of fantastic weapons. So they had all of the swords, they had all of the long weapons, spears, all of that kind of stuff. Fantastic to see. I visited a few classes. And then I went in search of this mysterious secret ninja camp, and I actually managed to find it. However, I was tricked. I fell for some TV smoke and mirrors, because it turned out it was just a kids' playground in a nearby park. That's all it was. It wasn't some sort of secret training ground that they've been allowed access to. No, it was like a water park, a water feature in the park that anybody could go and have a go on for, a couple of quid. So back in 1993, a report was written by the Central Intelligence Agency about the ninja. The document was declassified in 2007, but the report didn't get everything right. And you've been reacting to the contents of that report. So the introduction deals with pop culture and how some of their exploits have been exaggerated. So there are remarks in the document referring to martial arts and one reference to karate. Clearly there are some glaring errors in this. As was pointed out in the video, it describes the ninja dressed head to toe in black with the hood and the mask. This report also discusses the 6 ninja tools, it discusses walking methods and shinobi disguises. Section 3 includes information taken from the Bansen Shukai and the Shoninki, and the report references the sources at the end of the text. But we don't know if this is second-hand information, we don't know if it's taken from the original Japanese, we've got no idea. So some of what is written in this document is true. Other points can't be fully attributed to the ninja alone, and the other stuff, well, it's just plain wrong. So this video takes a look at the contents of that CIA report, and it's just interesting that it was written in the first place, even if it isn't accurate.
When most people hear the word ninja, they imagine masked warriors, flying through the night, swords flashing, smoke bombs exploding. But what if we told you, that's not what real ninja were known for at all? The true power of the shinobi wasn't combat. It was intelligence, survival, stealth, and the ability to vanish without a trace. Now, for the first time, you can explore that hidden world with Inside Ninjutsu's brand new free downloadable guide, How to Train Like a Real Ninja. This 44-page digital booklet strips away Hollywood myths and dives straight into the real-world skills used by historical ninja as spies, scouts, and saboteurs. Drawing from authentic classical sources, this guide reveals what shinobi were actually trained to master. Inside, you'll discover core skills like stealth, disguise, navigation, survival, and escape. How to build torches, read terrain, and predict the weather. Techniques for psychological observation and situational awareness. Even methods for blending in through local dialect and behavior. And here's the surprise, many of these ancient skills are still relevant today. Best of all, it's absolutely free. Download your copy now at InsideNinjutsu.com and take your first step into the covert world of the shinobi.
All right, take a look at this picture. Just take that in for a moment. What can you see? Obviously, it's a snowy scene. Anything out of place? Anything odd? Can you pick anything out? We'll come back to that in just a bit. Now, how do you operate in the snow? Obviously, the snow throws up some unique challenges. Very difficult to move around when there's snow on the ground because you leave tracks. People can see where you've been. So how do you get around that? Well, the old manuals say that you should delay a mission if the conditions are not favorable. So if it is snowy, if the moon is full and it's bright, then put it off until a later date when the conditions are more favorable. Conversely, it also says that when it's snowing, the guards, they may become complacent. They might think, well, no one is going to sneak in at this time. Like, who would do this on a snowy night like this? You'd be crazy. So that also offers up a unique opportunity to do it when they're least expecting. So given the fact that you can see footprints in the snow, how do you get around that? Well, one trick was actually to wear reverse footwear. So your sandals, you would actually wear them the wrong way round. So when you walked, it looked like you were going in the opposite direction to the way you were actually traveling. Another trick was to put little pieces of bamboo on the soles of your foot, and this would be in the shape of animal tracks. So when you trod in the snow, it would look as if an animal was moving through that area, disguising the fact that you're actually sneaking in. In the old manuals, there are another couple of pieces of advice given. So you can either walk well-trodden paths. So, those thoroughfares where lots of people are going to be using it. It's a main route in and out. Lots of people are using it. So it's kind of difficult to determine whose tracks are whose. So that would be an ideal route for you to take. The other way, of course, is to do it and move about where nobody walks. So those unseen places where they're off the beaten track, where people aren't going to notice the fact that you've walked in that particular route, behind some trees, away from where everybody is going to see those tracks easily. There's another little trick for disguising the way that you're walking, and that is a sideways movement. So you would cross step and use a sideways method of walking. That way, your feet are facing forward, yet you're traveling in a sideways direction. So people think you're going this way, when in fact, you're going a completely different direction. The other thing to do is when you're coming back on the return journey, you actually tread in the footsteps you've already created. So you don't create a new set of tracks, you step in the existing footprints. Now I tried this out, and the one thing that I did learn is, you know, when you're going backwards, you can't take huge strides. Like, I have a long stride, and when I tried it, first of all, like, my strides were too long, so when I was coming backwards, like, I found it difficult to put my foot back on the exact spot. It was slippery. So the key I found was having to take smaller steps when I'm going forward, and then when I'm coming back, makes it a lot easier. So when there is a lot of snow on the ground, the conditions can become treacherous. There is the risk of falls and injuring yourself, and obviously you want to keep safe. So in order to do that, you would use your spear or a stick to test the ground in front of you. Is that piece of ground solid? Is it safe? Are you about to step off down a ravine? Is there a ditch? You would press the end of the spear into the ground just to feel it out and see if it was solid ground and see whether you could proceed or not. Now, I showed you this picture earlier. Take another look. So what do you notice about this picture? Anything not seem right? Can you pick anything out? Well, let's hit play and see the rest of the scene. So there we go. So we can see that wearing white in this situation can help you blend in and adds that extra layer of camouflage. All right, it's challenge time once again. Let's see what's in store this time. All right, so for this one, I have to walk stealthily along this long length of wet paper. Can I do it without ripping it? Let's give it a go. So it was looking good. I felt like I had done it. I got all the way to the end. And then, upon closer inspection, there was a tear, there was a rip in it. So it's a fail. Didn't pass that one. Thanks for watching today. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and get ready for more videos coming soon.